The last thing that sold was one of the biggest items I've sold in a while. My favorite is Select. The cool things about Panini is they have something called an XRC.
Hey, Bluegrass, can we go thrift shopping?
Hello, YouTube world. My name is Anthony Long. Welcome back to the Bluegrass Picker channel. You actually came back. Why? But I'm sure glad you did. What sold on eBay last night? I had quite a few things sell. I guess I'll go with this first one here. This is a Eno Benjamin. It's a Panini draft. I bought these are the undrafted autographs I bought out of a break one time. And Eno Benjamin, I didn't look it up, but I think he's playing for Arizona, if I remember right. No, that's where he went to school at. Anyway, it sold $10. It's a pretty good sale because I've made pretty good money on this one because it goes for pretty cheap. Since when you don't get drafted, you're not expected to make big money, so you can get those fairly cheap in breaks. But that was a good sale. Next thing I sold was a Aretha Franklin, and I forget how much I had, but this was wrapped, and it was kind of like some gospel songs. God Will Take You There, You'll Never Walk Alone, Amazing Grace, Precious Lord, You've Got a Friend. I kind of wanted to listen to it, but it was sealed, so it was worth selling on eBay. I can't remember. I was thinking I got $8.95 after shipping. Next thing that sold was this Guitar Hero for the Wii, and it's got the game with it, and it has the sensor you put into the Wii or whatever it is. And this sold for $36.95 with shipping on top. And this is one of those I sent out offers. It was $36.95. I sent out offers for probably last couple of weeks for $34.95, seeing if I could get some hits. And I just sent out an offer and it sold, and I'm like, sweet, someone took my offer. It sold for $36.95. And someone made a point about this in a live the other day. They were saying, yeah, I've noticed that it's almost like it gives you interaction. It kind of puts it up above that people are looking at it. And so I think it kind of throws it up around because, you know, eBay wants it to sell for $36.95. They get more money. This thing was this Wii. I always put them in these shoe boxes, but it's the blue Wii. But I actually only have the white controller and nunchuck. And if anybody sells on eBay Wii systems, every time you put it up, I get the same person must be a wholesaler that buys them on eBay, turns around, sells it on Amazon. I don't have a problem with that. I understand. And I'm just trying to get my money back. You have to sell a lot more items to make money over there. And I like the treasure hunt of it and stuff, so it's a whole different thing. And someone sent me an offer. I had it for $74.95. Someone sent an offer for $70, and there's these two people that do it, and the one from Michigan offered for $70, and I took it. And the person from Florida offered like $54, and I sent $64.95. And so whenever they offered me $70, this other person, I took it as fast as possible so the other person didn't take the $64.95 offer. And then I sold another Wii. It's just the white bundle, and it was for $60. And I think it went to a different person altogether. And let's see, the next thing I sold, the infamous, hey, can you not put this is a gift in capital letters, and please don't put an invoice in there of how much it cost. You know they're drop shipping straight to Amazon, and well, I didn't know. I just assumed, and once again, I don't have a problem with it. If that's your business model, easy way to source. But I wouldn't mess with it because of this reason. He texted me yesterday, the day after he bought it. He's like, hey, can you please put a tracking on there? And I'm like, yeah, I always do. And then I realized, oh, that was like a passive-aggressive way of saying, hey, please ship that real fast, because I have a 2-day handling time. Because when I'm mowing, I can't just do it every day. There's some days where it's just impossible. And so I always try to give myself a little leeway. I usually send it out as fast as possible. Sometimes I wait 2 days, but so then I knew he was a drop shipper. He wants that thing gone because Amazon people, they want it quick. And so this sold for $20. I got it in an auction lot from No Money Greg. And yeah, and I had it for $29.95. He sent 20. I just sent it because it's 13. I have shipping at $13.95 because it's I can put it in a medium flat rate and it'll go out for $13.95. The last thing that sold was one of the biggest items I've sold in a while. There's a really awesome product in Panini. A lot of people hear Panini and they think, oh, it's awesome. Panini is great. Not all of them. There's like 20, at least 20 versions of Panini in football every year. And you don't, some of them are not very good. And it's the quality of the card they use. And, but my favorite is Select. And not only is it, whenever their cards are made, they don't rip up. They're shiny, they're glossy, they're a good quality stock, so you can grade them pretty easy. And their centering's off and on, just like any Panini brand. But one of the cool things about Panini is they have something called an XRC. And so in 2018, I bought a box trying to get my home stuff, and I got a bunch. And Saquon Barkley's, I sold most of those. Good thing I sold a lot of those. If you have a running back, sell them when they're hot. Just do it. I do it with anything, but especially a running back. But I got an XRC, and it's a case hit. So 1 out of like 8 boxes. And I got 1 box and just bought it for myself just to open because it's fun to open a box. And I got an XRC. And at the time, I didn't even recognize how good it was. I knew what they were, but I didn't realize like how good they could be. Well, I got, what they do is it'll say XRC, and it's just like a redemption card. And what it'll say is like running back number 2. So it'll be the second running back drafted. You get that card in the XRC style the next year. So you don't get it this year. You have to wait till the next year to redeem it. So it's a wait. Some people really, I think it's annoying, but you can hit a jackpot. And I hit a jackpot. In 2018, I got the XRC QB1. Kyler Murray. And you couldn't get much better than QB1 if you follow football. And it's a shiny prism. It's a beautiful card. It's even sealed by Panini right there. And the back's like this. And I had it for $849, mainly because I was going to send off a bunch of stuff to get graded, but I decided, I kind of was looking up and see what the going prices are right now. It's about $600 for a graded 9 in PSA, even though it's going to go up, you know. But if you know anything about Kyler Murray, he's a really, really good baseball player. And he was drafted by Oakland that same year. He even told Oakland that he wanted to play baseball. And then he said, oops, sorry. So they wasted a draft pick on him. And there might be some compensation they get for that, but I'm not sure. Maybe like they get an extra pick in the next year. I can't remember exactly. They used to have something with it. But I know for a fact, if he ever goes back to baseball, Oakland has the rights on him. But, you know, he's kind of on and off again. He's still good, but I can see how he might in a couple of years decide, I want to go play baseball. So when I got this, I'm like, I just want to get rid of it. And he's good. And if you can see it, you can already kind of tell. If you look at the silver, the hologram, it's not centered perfect. It would be a 9 centering. So you're going to get a 9 PSA out of this. Even though it's sharp, corners are sharp. Oh yeah, everything else is perfect, but if the centering's a 9, you're going to get a 9 in PSA. If you put it in the Beckett BGS, you might get 9.5, but that value is about the same as a 9. And anymore, it's not. It used to be, but now it's not. And PSA 9 is worth more. And so someone sent me an offer of $600 the other day. And which is a really good offer, because honestly, that's probably over the going rate. And I sent him back an offer of $694.95, and what I put was, being honest, I said, any lower than that, I go thanks. I always say thanks for the offer, even if it's a low ball, because I mean, how much I have into this. I bought the whole box for like $250. I've already sold so many things out of that box that I made way more money in $250. So this is almost free. I go, thanks for the offer. but I wouldn't. And so I brought it down to $100, and I go, I won't 150, and I won't do it any cheaper than that because otherwise I'll just grade it myself. And he waited like a day, and then he accepted the offer, and then he took 2 days to pay. But this morning he paid. So this sold for $694.95, and I'll be doing what I normally do with it. What I do is I seal it in a plastic like this, and then I'll put it into, I'll put cardboard, you call it cardboard sandwich around it, and then I'll put it in a bubble mailer, and then for anything over, it's usually 75 to 100, I will put it in a box, and then I'll slip it into a box, send it, and honestly, I think I charge a little extra shipping. I usually charge a little extra shipping on that for that reason. And when people want this card, they don't even care if it's $20 shipping. They don't really care, because I'm gonna put some insurance on it, obviously, because it takes just lots. I don't want to be out the money, but just some of the things I do. I mean, when it comes to football, careers don't last very long, even when you're good, even as a quarterback. So I really recommend to sell one hot. And honestly, I might be buying. And what's funny is Select is coming out with their, I think it's actually maybe yesterday or today, they're coming out with their 2021 Panini Select. And so I'll probably invest about half of that back into some card breaks, trying to get some more. But you know, I just worry about someone getting hurt. Look at Deshaun Watson. How many people last fall bought Deshaun Watson cards right before he got, he had that great year, and they were like, yes, I got this Deshaun Watson cards, and now they're like, crap, that money's just gone because you're not getting that back. That's why at that point football is risky. You might want to put your money in stock on that point. But these are some of the things I like to sell. Things that sell the fastest for me. And grind on, friends.
Bye from Bluegrass Pickers. Stay tuned.